Hey y'all, this is just a twin flame reading that I'm going to be doing. Okay, 22 on the timer, yeah. So literally right as I said twin flame reading, I heard footsteps walking by. This is crazy. 5-5. Okay, so I think we're in the clear. 111 on the timer. Yeah, this is definitely a twin flame reading. Okay, yeah. Crazy. Isn't it? Keep hearing that. I was in like I used to do like Fifth Head Slay videos, like just my channel on Fifth Head Slay, and I heard that one before, isn't it? Or was it on this channel? No, it was on Fifth Head Slay, but yeah. It's so crazy because that was such a short that was like it feels like such a short period of time where I was putting videos out on there, but I honestly, maybe it wasn't non-linear space-time feelings, but it feels like a long time and a short time at the same time. It honestly doesn't feel like anything I can describe. It was just like a journey in itself, like putting out those videos and like gaining traction and things like that, because like that was just really cool. And honestly, I think I got a little scared to like keep going because, well, I don't think it was necessarily like my own fear that I was channeling a lot of the time, but or like outside of like the videos, I mean, like I don't think it was necessarily my fear that was stopping me, but I think it was me picking up on energies or something like that. So it kind of does suck a little bit, but at the same time, I'm really proud of like the fact that I consolidated onto this channel. I feel like I've never made it like I'm like working back up to like feeling present in these readings and stuff like that, and maybe that's how you're feeling, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like I definitely feel a sort of like soul bond or soul tie is keeping somebody from their like true pastures or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that was just like a little bit of sort of like an anecdote for y'all, but like I said, we're all healing in this together, and I think there's a lot less this is, oh yeah, so both times I said, I'm like, I don't want to say it out loud again, but both times I said twin flame, I literally keep hearing noises every time I say it. Like there's the door handle, or like there was major footsteps. I don't even know if you guys could hear it on camera. You might have been able to, but I remember, like, anyway, it's a separate anecdote. 444 on the timer, so I guess I can start the reading now. That was crazy. That was so freaking that was so, it was both times. I wonder, I'm gonna try to, I don't know. I know probably won't, like, but you'll have to let me know in the comments to, you'll have to let me know in the comments, whether you heard it or not, because that was freaky as well. That was so freaky. That was seriously so fucking freaky. Oh my god. Also, y'all just be open-minded also when you watch these videos, because okay, yeah, so just be open-minded when you watch these videos, because not everything might not resonate, but there's a lot of knowledge and there's a lot of valuable information in it. And maybe you need to hear that from me in order to recognize that, but there is. And okay, so they're back inside their apartment now, but basically when they were outside of the apartment, every time I said twin flame, I would hear footsteps, and yeah. Oh god. Whoever this twin flame of yours is, they really I'm hearing they're really controlling. They're very controlling. And I think that you need to heal some childhood wounds, because I'm feeling crown chakra pain. And I'm feeling like somebody here has a lot of like crown chakra headaches and things like that. And oh, the other message I wanted to say is, don't take that pain on as your own pain, but just understand within like the healing processes that your twin flame journey is protected and you will heal in time, in divine timing. Okay? Because a lot of this stuff I feel like has to do with your twin flame, so just don't feel like it's all on you. You're not the one who has control issues. I'm hearing from spirit, you're actually like very, you're very unique. You're very beautiful, and you're a divine masculine. And you're very sexy too. What else am I channeling right now? Ooh, I just saw 9/11 on the timer. So that may be significant, because maybe this is some kind of emergency message to not give up. I know I've had moments where, oh wow. I mean, this was at the cut. So, and then for truth's sake, like the Nine of Swords and the upright and the Queen of Pentacles and the reverse came out. So I definitely feel to not give up hope just because there's somebody who may not know how to use their pentacles and who destroyed your financial situation, and who can't really take care, you know, and just know that this, I'm hearing like, I heard like burdens. It's not your fault that this happened to you. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you became codependent on somebody who couldn't support you at the time or something. This is a message for the Thrival Collective. This is not a message for karmics. Because the karmics, they're not awake. So they probably wouldn't even be able to hear this message. It's only when they get their shit kicked in, I'm hearing, is when they're gonna receive that message, honestly. Ooh, the Strength in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a message for somebody who feels 1144 on the timer, wounded from the twin flame journey. Very wounded. They might have experienced a twin who they feel very confused, manipulated. I feel like this person was very ego driven in their intentions. They did not have your best intentions. They might have come in with better intentions than Five of Cups, yeah. But then eventually that's kind of what happened. The Emperor in the reverse, yeah. So this is like the spread right now, just so you know. Emperor in the reverse, the Strength in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse. But I mean, this pandemic has been crazy, right? It has really been crazy. And we have the Lovers in the reverse, see? I just think that this is a real healing process. This is time for you to speak your side of the story, okay? This is not a time for you to be manipulated, and I know that's really tough when you're so used to. It's like a familiarity complex, right? Like, even if it's abuse we're going through and we're familiar with abuse, sometimes it feels a little better than if we were not to be abused at all. And that's scary. It is a real thing, though. I know that there are multiple people. I know that there are people out there that empathize with that. 1333 just passed. 1335 is just what I saw. And I know there are people who empathize with that. And that means that, to me, that means that you're not alone in feeling that. You know, I don't think that you're necessarily alone in feeling that way. Let's see what the cards say. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So I don't think this person wants you to feel like you got your shit kicked in anymore, at least. That's what I'm hearing. I think that they... Two of Wands in the reverse. I almost feel like this is them. This is interesting. I might need to... Nine of Swords and upright. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's because they didn't shift their perspective. They actually ended up in a Nine of Swords. And that, I think that might be why the Page of Swords is in the reverse, because they had to get their shit kicked in order for them to understand how they treated you. Seven of Cups. So I think there might be death. Yeah. This is definitely a separation that occurred, but at the same time, Three of Wands in the reverse and the Seven Pentacles in the upright, and then the Eight of Wands. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this might have been somebody also who was acting out of a distorted feminine energy. King of Pentacles in the upright, yeah. And I think they're starting to like recognize that. Page of Wands in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Nine of Cups in the reverse. And the High Priestess. Yeah, I think they're really working on their femininity. I feel you felt maybe you were at fault because, but I think that you're actually a pretty, you have a lot of androgynous energy. Three of Swords in the reverse, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Fool card. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is a really, it's a very, I just heard like you gotta keep going and you gotta get it, kid. I think that just because like somebody's exuding like a prince energy right now. You gotta keep going. So I think somebody's exuding like a prince energy right now, and they're being told to like just keep at whatever they're doing. The Fool, because you're gonna get where you want to be. And because you're at the beginning, the Fool card represents it. I almost like I'm looking at the Fool card and it's almost like it's like a, doesn't it almost look like it's like it's like the end of a cycle. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Oh gosh, I'm just doing like the spread now. So we have the Eight of Swords in the upright, the Sun in the reverse, the Temperance in the upright. I feel like that's your energy. The Star in the reverse, the Messenger in the reverse. Yeah, there was definitely like a fake, like almost like a buffer, like Five of Swords in the upright. This person was actually pretty, this might be your twin, but they're actually pretty oppressed themselves. And or they used to be. And I don't know if you're ever gonna forgive or if you're ever gonna heal. Like, well, I don't know if you're ever going to want this person in the same way you wanted them before. Because I think it's possible that too much has happened with this particular individual. They might have hurt you to the point where you never ever want to ever speak of them, hear of them, at least for right now, with speaking about them and everything. And I don't think that it's all their fault, but at the end of the day, they are responsible for themselves. Are we not all responsible for ourselves? So I think spiritually, well, let's just see what God has to say. Protect the collective's crown chakra, please. Okay. What's going on with this individual? We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So they're not the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Ten of Cups upright and the Tower. Yeah. Ace of Cups in the reverse. This Knight of Knight of Pentacles that came out in the upright and then it flipped over like it didn't want to be seen. So, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright and the World card and the Hermit. So maybe Hermit's also Virgo energy, so you might be a Virgo yourself, or you may be dealing with an earth sign. This could also be Cancer energy because of the Hermit. Like, it reminds me of somebody going into their shell to like reflect or something like that. So I also take that as like Cancer energy as well. Traditionally though, that's Virgo energy, I believe. And at least that's what a lot of tarot readers go by. The ones, yeah. I also 23 on the timer. I literally just heard footsteps again. Crazy. This Knight of Pentacles just came out in the reverse, so whatever is blocking you is going to be released. Released as in they're not going to be able to. Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. And the Six of Wands in the upright. Because it's like they're not even trying to anymore. Six of Wands in the upright. Ace of Swords in the upright. And the Page of Cups. I think you're going to receive what you have been deserving for a while, which is spiritual cleansing. And I'm seeing like waves. Ooh, a large wave in the background. Wow. This is almost like a tidal wave. And then we see like the ripples on the bottom. So it might be like a ripple effect. 2444 tidal wave. I think sometimes we see like We have the Devil in the upright, the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, so there's gonna be like a ripple effect where I don't feel like this Page of Cups is directly related to the Devil in the upright. The Devil in the upright represents Capricorn. Like I said, earth energy. But then there's also with the Page of Cups, there's water again. And there's a fish. So the fish, but there's only one fish. Even with the Pisces symbolism, I feel like there's usually two fish. And I know that the cat spirit's supposed to represent, like, it's supposed to symbolize like a great level of protection. I think that's like Egyptian or something. So I think that actually this Page of Cups somehow is representing protection from the devil. Knight of Wands in the upright, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. So this might be somebody who might not be like as and I feel like your third eye is you're gonna see something through your third eye or something like that. Because look how this fish is spraying that water right into the third eye area where the third eye is. So I think maybe you're gonna see oh, so it's like you've been being attacked this whole time, but I don't think your faith in God has been intact throughout the attacks. Like you've been helped in some regard, but you don't know which way that protection is coming from. Even right now, I feel you might be undergoing some sort of spiritual attack. And I think throughout this time, you might not quite understand how God works. I think there's been a lot of confusion with the Four of Swords in the reverse. And I think, I'm just guessing here, said the psychic, I'm just guessing here. But that you're gonna receive some clarity around that, because I think while you've had faith, you've really had faith, and there have been very many times you've went, whoa. It's like there's almost like an instantaneous, like, what do you call it, like a knee-jerk reaction, or like a back kick. I'm hearing like a back kick, where I'm almost picturing like a horse. 29:29 on the timer. It's like 11:11 actually. But I'm almost picturing like a horse's hooves. Like, you know when a horse kicks back? A kickback. Yeah, a kickback. a kickback. I think it's a kickback. Like, the moment you experience this awakening or you feel a presence where you're like, oh my gosh, this is not for you, karmic. I feel you in this reading right now, and this is not for you. Please find another reading that talks about what you need to do with your fucking stupid person. I think the Seven of Swords actually represents the karmic's blind spots. And this Two of Pentacles shows how unbalanced they really are in the side. I think you've known all of this. And I think that the Page of Cups this is so much heavy interference right now. I don't know if I'm going to continue this reading or not, but oh, I just heard from Spirit, rather than thinking of the devil as the devil, I'm feeling like you're being sympathetic, not empathetic. You're being sympathetic, where you've kind of removed yourself and you're like, okay. But I think you've shut off your empathy. $3303. I think that's amazing that you've shut off your empathy, because honestly, sometimes you just need to have that space to rest. And that's when your third eye will open. But yeah, I'm picking up, rather than seeing the devil energy as devil energy, I'm picking up that rather than that, it's more just like, okay, that's what that person's been through. And that's why they're like this. And it's really not that scary. But like I said, it's gonna take a second. And I think in conjunction with that parental video I posted, which you should just go check out, honestly, it's called Ghosting the Flame. If you watch that video, 3434, 77, 77, 14, 5, it might change your life. 3444. Because this is a twin flame journey, but and this particular, and that video is not a twin flame specific video, which is why I want you to comment below on that video what your interpretation of that title is. If you're willing to do the homework, I think that it will be really beneficial for you, 3535.